This video is produced for educational and informational purposes only. All information is sourced from official U.S. government publications, cited in the description below. Illustrated scenarios are simplified examples and do not represent real companies, organizations, or individuals. Your messages are encrypted, your app is trusted, and right now, someone may be reading every word you send without breaking a single lock. They didn't crack the encryption, they didn't need to. They hijacked the account, they linked their device to yours, and your most private conversations with family, colleagues, and contacts are being read in real time. This is messaging app hijacking, and it is happening right now. Commercial messaging apps carry billions of private conversations every day. They are the backbone of personal and professional communication worldwide. Popular messaging applications, apps like Signal, WhatsApp, and Telegram, are used daily by hundreds of millions of people worldwide, including current and former U.S. government officials, military personnel, political figures, and journalists. According to a joint public service announcement issued by the FBI and CISA on March 20, 2026, state-linked actors have conducted a global campaign that resulted in unauthorized access to thousands of individual accounts. The first attack method requires nothing but a QR code. The victim scans it, and within seconds, the attacker's device is silently linked to their account. Here is exactly how the linked device attack works. State-linked actors send malicious QR codes to targets, posing as a known contact, a support agent, or a trusted organization. The victim scans the code believing it is legitimate. The code initiates a device linking session inside the messaging app. The attacker's device is now linked silently to the victim's account. From that moment forward, every message, sent and received, is visible to the attacker in real time. The second method is a phishing attack targeting the account PIN and two-factor authentication codes, disguised as an official support message from the app itself. The second attack vector documented in the FBI and CISA advisory is PIN and two-factor authentication phishing. Actors send fabricated support messages claiming the target's account requires verification. The victim is asked to provide their account PIN or their two-factor authentication code. With those credentials, the attacker registers the account on a device they control. They can read every existing message, they can send messages as the victim, and they can use the compromised account to attack the victim's contacts. Beyond account hijacking, a second class of attack requires nothing from the victim at all. No click, no scan, no action. These are zero-click exploits deployed through commercial spyware. On November 24, 2025, CISA published an alert warning that commercial spyware tools, including one designated LANDFALL, are being used to target messaging application users. LANDFALL exploits a vulnerability tracked as CVE 2025-21042, a zero-click flaw in Samsung mobile firmware, rated 9.8 out of 10 on the Common Vulnerability Scoring System, the highest critical threshold. An attacker can deploy this exploit through a specially crafted image file. No interaction from the victim is required. A third vulnerability does not attack the app or the device, it attacks the backup. When messages are archived and stored, they leave the protection of end-to-end encryption entirely. A critical vulnerability tracked as CVE 2025-47729 was discovered in a product called Telemessage Archive Signal, a commercial tool used to archive messages from encrypted messaging applications. The vulnerability allowed messages to be stored in clear text, meaning fully readable, unencrypted plaintext, accessible to anyone who could reach the archive server. CISA added this vulnerability to its Known Exploited Vulnerabilities catalog following confirmed exploitation in the wild in May 2025. This underscores a fundamental truth. End-to-end encryption protects the message in transit, not the archive. The numbers behind these threats are staggering. Phishing is the #1 reported internet crime in the United States, and account takeover losses have already crossed $262 million. According to the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center's 2024 annual report, phishing accounted for 193,407 complaints, making it the single most reported internet crime category for the year. Since January 2025, the FBI has received more than 5,100 complaints related to account takeover schemes, with reported losses exceeding $262 million. These attacks are not theoretical. They are impacting real people at massive scale. The FBI and CISA advisory is explicit. The encryption was never broken. The weak point is not the app, it is the account and the device. The FBI and CISA joint advisory states explicitly that this global campaign resulted in unauthorized access to thousands of individual commercial messaging application accounts, and critically, that the campaign exploited the account access mechanisms themselves, not the encryption or the applications. The encryption was never broken. The message content was never intercepted in transit. The attackers gained access by owning the account, by linking a device, by stealing a PIN, or by deploying spyware that hijacked the session before encryption was ever applied. CISA's Mobile Communications. Best practice guidance provides a layered framework for defense, starting with device hygiene, account security, and awareness of social engineering at every entry point. Defending against messaging app hijacking starts with these steps. Audit linked devices in every app. Remove any you do not recognize. Enable a registration lock PIN to block account re-registration. Never scan QR codes from unverified sources. Never share two-factor authentication codes with anyone claiming to be support. Keep all mobile firmware updated. Zero-click exploits target unpatched devices. Never archive encrypted messages in unencrypted tools. Cyber threats evolve every day. Stay informed, stay secure. This is VIDANALYTICA Cyber Intelligence. All original content, including script narrative, visual presentation, avatar identity, voice design, and video production, is the intellectual property of VIDANALYTICA. Government statistics and publications cited remain the property of their respective agencies.